Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, we are in my bathroom today. I am going to do something a little differently. We are going to show you my morning routine. So, like I mentioned last week, one of my viewers was interested in seeing how I do my skin prep. So, I always like to start off with the Ordinary's Glycolic acid. This is their 7% exfoliating toner. I don't use this every single day though, just keep that in mind. Mainly on the days that I feel I need to remove excess dead skin cells, if I'm feeling extra flaky sometimes, because at night I use a retinoid on my face to kind of help with the acne, although you can tell that that hasn't really been doing its job lately because I've been so stressed out. Oh, cut there. So anyways, the glycolic acid, you just swipe it across the forehead, the face, the nose. Keep it away from the eyes though. And what this does is it gently exfoliates that top layer of the skin. And I like to do this before I go in with my facial cleansers because it helps it get that much deeper into my pores when I wash my face. So that's step number one. Step number two is I'm gonna have the water running a little bit to kind of warm it up. I like to mix two different types of cleansers. So I have a CeraVe Hydrating Foaming Oil Cleanser, and I also like to use their Renewing SA Cleanser. So this has salicylic acid in it. Theoretically, salicylic acid is meant to also help with exfoliation. I did one pump of each. Gonna get a little bit of water here, and then I'll wash the face like normal. Nothing special here. And essentially what I'm teaching everybody is that you don't need to have a very complicated routine in order to have nice skin. You need basic products. So you don't need the glycolic acid that I use. I like to use that for my own skin smoothing purposes, but you really need three basic things. You need a cleanser. You don't really need a toner unless you want one. Some type of serum. So this is where your active ingredients are going to be. And I will show that next. Okay. Just kind of lather the product all over the face for about a minute. And I'm wearing a cap today because my hair is a complete mess this morning and I did not feel like doing it before camera. All right, I'm going to rinse off the face. So once the face has been rinsed off, cut off the excess. I usually don't recommend using a towel on your face. It harbors a lot of bacteria on it, so just keep that in mind. Next, before your face has fully time to dry, this is where you start adding the serums. So I like to always start off with the Ordinary's Aloe 2% plus NAG 2% serum. This helps for those of us like myself that have acne blemishes. So I do about 4 drops in each hand. The other one I like to grab is their Alpha Arbutin 2% with hyaluronic acid, another very good product. This one helps mainly hyperpigmentation, post-inflammatory marks, blemishes, stuff like that. And then last but not least is the most important one. It's the Ordinary Multi-Peptide. This one happens to have the copper peptides. You don't really need that one. It's a lot more expensive. It comes in this little blue liquid. Again, 4 drops. And lastly, I like to add a little bit of a toner. So the toner kind of just helps all of these products melt together. So this one is by Fenty Skin. It is her Fat Water Pore-Refining Toner Serum. Running out of that one, I need some more. So I'm basically just make this concoction, blend it together with my hands, and then smooth it right along the face. So this is essentially step 2 of the process. Now you want to make sure that this is properly absorbed into the skin prior to putting on step 3, which in the morning should always be your sunscreen and moisturizer. They usually tend to come in one. But yes, the sun is not your friend. The sun is destroying your skin over time. So you definitely always want to protect your face in particular from premature signs of aging. I also run it down my neck as well. Now the only difference from my day to night routine is really only one extra step. So at night, what I'm doing is I'm adding this Curology multi-purpose cream. So basically it has tretinoid, which is the retinoid that I use for the acne and for the skin aging as well. It has some clindamycin in it for antimicrobial properties. I believe this one has azelaic acid, which is pretty much used for redness, excuse me. So that's the only difference that I put on my face at night. Now, retinoids you always want to put at night because they tend to be more sensitive to sunlight. They degrade in UV light versus what I'm putting on today has no major issues with the sun. Okay, so next step, I'm going to be using CosRx's Vitamin E Vitalizing Sunscreen. This is an excellent sunscreen. This is actually a Korean sunscreen that a good friend of mine showed me at one point and I fell in love. Always want to put it on 2 fingers, rub it together, start in the center of the face, and work your way out. Now, it's going to leave a slight white cast temporarily, but this easily gets absorbed into the skin. And it is excellent when it comes to moisturizing properties, keeps the skin very, very nice and hydrated. I know it's making my beard look really white, but yeah, you always want to do 2 finger lengths worth of sunscreen, rub that down your neck as well. Like I said, your morning routine does not have to be very complicated. I know there are a lot of influencers who have 10 different steps. I think the more steps you add, the more expensive it becomes and the less effective it really is. Keep your skin routines relatively simple, no more than 4 to 5 steps. It's easier to follow, it's easier to continue, and it's easier to maintain. Now, I've been doing skincare since I was a teenager, because I've always dealt with acne my entire life. It only seems to be getting worse the older I get. I guess it's all the damn stress I'm under. Once you have everything fully blended in, you want to let this set anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes before you start putting on your makeup, just to ensure all of the products have fully been absorbed into the skin. So again, recapping. I like to use the glycolic acid primarily before washing my face. This helps to remove any dead skin cells that are on the surface of my face. Then I like to incorporate the hydrating foaming oil cleanser and the SA renewing cleanser. These primarily help to just gently remove the oil, grime, any excessive makeup that may have not come off from yesterday. Rinse that off. Then I like to put my 3 different serums. You do not need to buy all these serums. Buy serums that are based for your skincare needs, okay? Usually start off with 1 or 2. Again, you don't need the toner either. I like the toner because it just helps everything absorb quicker into the skin. Again, at night, I use my acne regimen. So this is by Curology. So that's the only difference that happens from day to night time. And then, of course, during the daytime, I'm using an actual sunscreen with moisturizer. At night, I just use a thick, non-comedogenic type of moisturizer. Okay, so today was going to be a nice, quick, and easy video. Like I said, this was just a quick little insight to see how I do my own skincare regimen. If you have any further questions, concerns, price points, if you want to know all of that, I can definitely list that below as well for today's video. I will list all the products used today and their price points just so you can have an idea of what you may be spending. Well, again, thank you all so much for the added support, the love, everything that I've been getting on my end. Totally loving it, guys. Thank you. So without further ado, I need to finish getting ready this morning. I have a drag brunch to attend, so I'm running behind schedule as usual. So I'm going to wrap this video up for you all. Love you, everybody. Wish you nothing but happiness, joy, and prosperity in the world. Bye, guys. Love you all.